you're here with me, Amaya, on another Monday morning. It's the beginning of a brand new week. It's the 26th of August and time is just flying, right? I feel like I told you it was the 1st of August just a few days back, but it's already the end of the month, closer to payday, so that's good news for most of us. But the first thing you think about when you get up in the morning, now it's probably not work and it's probably not school. The first thing I usually think is what's for breakfast. So food is very important for all of us. But you see, when you look around in Colombo these days, you see so many great new ventures coming up and so many people starting up new things. But today we're going to speak about two groups of people who have taken Colombo by storm through their love for good food, and they've elevated your average over-the-counter experience. So here to speak with us about their passion for food and the new things that they're doing here in Colombo, we have the owners of Panino as well as the English Cake Company. So we have Johan Galapitage, Ellie Galapitage and Kevin Harbison. Good morning, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning, Maya.
How do you usually start your morning? Ellie, Johan?
Well, every day is the same. It's by our little one, we got two kids. One is 4, one is 2. By the youngest, who wakes up about between 5 and he wants his juice, so he says juice, and then which is just water with a bit of juice, and then he comes to our bed and
no, he doesn't come to our bed, darling. He lies in his bed in the other room,
oh yes,
shouting, "Mummy!" or "Daddy, juice, juice!" So then you have to get up, go to him, give him the juice.
I see. At 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And then you take him to our bed, and then he quite happily has his juice and lies down. But he can't walk. It's only like 4 meters, but he can't do that himself. He needs one of us to bring him.
So he's the baby of the family. He's entitled to all of this.
And normally he keeps you awake till about 6 when he wants to go down.
I see.
And then one of us goes down.
So you have a very adventurous morning every day. Yes.
Yeah, adventurous.
Yes.
We just fight with each other about whose turn it is to get up.
And Kevin, now congratulations, you became a father just a few weeks back.
Thank you. Yep.
And you have a newborn with you now.
Yeah.
So I'm sure your mornings are busy as well.
I was going to say not much sleep going on these days, but no, we just had a baby girl, 3 weeks old, 3 weeks and a couple days. So we're very happy and very tired.
So they don't know mornings.
And that's why
it's just a perpetual 3 hours sleep then.
And that's why my wife couldn't be here tonight with me. She's back with the baby. So.
But you and your wife Sherry are the people who run Panino, right?
Yes, it's actually my wife's creative brainchild, and then we worked together to launch it last year.
All right, so we're going to get to your delicious sandwiches and amazing cakes very, very soon. But let's talk about what you did as a day job before you started up your own venture and became entrepreneurs. What was life like before that?
Well, we lived in England until last year, August, and I was a trained radiotherapist.
I see.
So I was treating cancer patients from morning till evening. That was our normal life, and then on weekends we had the time off. And now, since we moved to Sri Lanka, actually we have no time off. But we started this company as a side thing to see how it's going to start, and it's been really positive feedback, and we've gone from there. So I haven't actually worked in Sri Lanka as a proper job, and this, I've been putting all my effort into developing this company and promoting it and coming up with different ideas, different way of going, different directions. So that's been my job.
Exciting new stuff.
Yeah, exciting. Yeah, I like doing different, especially coming up with ideas. I love doing that, which you get lots of opportunity to do that here.
Yeah.
Of course. And what about you, Ellie? Did you always dream of becoming a businesswoman?
No, because I'm a teacher, and I actually I love teaching. I really enjoy it. I love teaching the children which I teach who are super. And I love the school and everything. So this was very much a sort of a sideline for me, like Johan said, until it sort of started to take off in a bigger way and started to become unmanageable, the amount of cakes we were having to produce and the orders. And that's when we thought that having a shop, stupidly, we thought that having a shop would be easier, because then we'd be able to employ people who would be able to help us with the cakes. But instead, it's certainly not easier at the moment, but it'll get there in the end.
We'll come back to your use of the word stupidly very soon. But Kevin, now you were a developer actually in America, you said. But when did you get to Sri Lanka, and how did your business start up?
Yeah, I actually I was in real estate development back in Los Angeles, and I was in the field probably 10 plus years. So we developed residential properties, condominiums, things of that nature, big land pieces and everything. And, and then I met my wife, who's Sri Lankan, and the next thing I know, I'm on a plane coming to Sri Lanka. Originally, we came to help her family, her parents. That's what brought us here. And you know, we've had the opportunity since we've been here for 2 years this month to try, you know, some different things that maybe we wouldn't be able to do back in the States. So it's been a very fun ride so far.
And what's the difference in the product that you give out to your clients as opposed to what's available in Sri Lanka before you started up Panino?
Well, I think we really pay particular attention to what we're putting into the product. We're really particular about supporting local business, local small business. We want our suppliers to be local small business owners for as much as possible. We can't do that with everything, but we buy our bread from a local baker. We buy our vegetables from smaller, local, hopefully organic as much as possible. So we put a lot of thought into what we're putting into the sandwich, and we tied it to something that all Sri Lankan, or most Sri Lankans love, which is the roast pang, which is the bread that we use, and that kind of ties together the whole experience for us. But I think that's what the major difference is between what we've seen and what we're trying to do.
All right. So is that the same ethic that you also try to go for, Johan and Eddie, when you do your cakes and all sorts of other confectionaries?
Yeah, I mean, what we wanted to do is, because we are very particular about food, and when Ellie bakes at home as well, we never use any colors or additives. It was never about the look. It was all about the taste. You know, 99% of the effort goes to the taste. So we decide it has to be the same. You don't get that here in Sri Lanka. Everything is very colorful, you know, bright. Maybe looks nice, but not as tasty, and it's you know, lots of preservatives, artificial colors, everything. So we thought we'll produce something the way we like, and only the way we like. Not some people might say, why don't you add that? You know, we won't. Only the way we like. But we also want to, like Kevin, that's why we're quite similar. You know, we were using everything, sort of try and get everything locally sourced. You know, like we use passion fruit from the local markets. We use lots of lemons, which only very few lemon vendors around.
So you went in search of lemon vendors and found them?
We had an ongoing argument every week. Every week he'd come back from the market and I'd say, what are the lemons like? And he'd say, you're not going to be happy. And there'd be these huge big green ones that the zest just doesn't taste anywhere near as nice. And then occasionally he'd come back with these, you know, the little yellow ones, which are perfect. And now we found a guy who can generally provide those all the time, so that's really good. But it's just that sort of I mean, just the same as Kevin, the attention to detail, and we all want to produce a product which we want to eat. So we don't skimp on anything. So if you have one of Kevin's sandwiches, you know, it's oozing with avocado or with homemade hummus or things, and it is homemade things that he puts into his sandwiches as well. And the same as our cakes, you know, the lemon and blueberry cake, it doesn't just have like a couple of blueberries in, it has handful or like a handful and a half of blueberries in, because it's the stuff that I would want to eat.
And we try and make everything ourselves. Like for a lot of cakes, we use curds, like lemon curd, passion fruit curd. We make them. Even the fudge that goes into the brownies, we make them. So everything we try and make it ourselves from scratch. And we try and develop that as well. Like we have in future, we want to do like other things in mind, and we want to start producing. I've already got some mint brewing in a jar, because I want to make something out of mint.
Okay, sounds interesting. Mint brewing in a jar.
He used to brew for a while.
I see.
Yeah, he's trying to make sort of mint essence, because if you go to cake shops in Sri Lanka, then pretty much everything is artificial. I mean, they even have, you know, big plastic canisters of things that say mango emulsion. They even call it a name that sounds like paint, because it doesn't have anything natural in it. It's just the colour and the artificial flavouring. So he wanted to do something with mint, and you can't get natural mint flavourings here. So he's looking up how to do it and concocting these things which are in the kitchen.
All right, so we have a video of a sandwich being made by Shari, I think.
Okay.
But before we get to that, you've started up the shop together, but you actually met very recently, I would say. So tell us about how you decided to start off this venture together.
Should I take that?
Okay, go for it.
Actually, we met Johan and Ellie last year when we started up at the new farmers market, the Good Market. And I know that Johan actually was the one that approached Shari and I about joining together. Because our customers are their customers. We would see people at their stall and then they would come to our stall and vice versa. And our product coupled with their product, it actually matches so well together, because who wouldn't want to have a nice sandwich and a cup of coffee and then have a nice slice of cake or a brownie or something to finish the meal. So it was kind of a natural fit, and
Sounds pretty nice.
we worked on it for a couple of months. We finally found a little venue that we really liked, and that was in our budget, and so we decided to give it a shot, and here we
now
are
you've
today.
opened up together at Suleiman Terrace.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And it's worked better than we thought, because people do come for both, which is nice to see. I haven't seen many people coming for one thing, so it's actually better for us as well as the customers. So the customers get two things you could have got at two different ends in one place, and for us. So if Kevin's customers come, they buy from us as well. So
Of course, so it's a win-win situation for
It is,
everyone,
yeah.
isn't
Absolutely.
it?
Yeah.
It is really good, particularly because Kevin has now got so popular that when he left the Good Market the other Thursday, he had, because they sold out at the Good Market.
Oh, I see.
He had customers following him in the car to get to the shop because they wanted the sandwiches so badly. So so
Wow.
we benefit from his increasing status.
So you've almost attained celebrity status here. Your sandwiches
Well-
have really put your name on the map.
I'm taking the credit, but I gotta say, this is all my wife's recipes. She's the one that developed all the sandwiches. She just couldn't be here today, so. But I'll take the credit.
I hope you're listening, Sherry, to what your husband is saying on live television. All right. So with that, we have to go for a small break, but I have to remind you about Facebook before we go. So do like us on our Facebook page. www.facebook.com/goodmorningsrilanka is what the page you have to go to. Click the like button and stand a chance to win MTV merchandise. And you can also give us feedback at mtvsports@maharaja.lk. So we are going for a very short break, but we'll be right back with some very delicious recipes. Stay with us on Good Morning Sri Lanka.